in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this whole get paid to test app on your phone, and it is something I have personally done and made money from. You've probably seen those videos on YouTube that tells you make $100 an hour testing websites. $100 an hour. No, it doesn't work that way. That sounds sweet, but yes, you can actually make money testing apps and sites, but it is not always easy, and pay varies depending on where you live. You know, I have been at this for over a year, hopping between 8 different platforms. You know, some paid me well, others total time waste, man. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what worked, what didn't, and which ones you should actually skip. First up is Testlio. So if you want legit projects of $30 plus an hour, I think for Nigerians and Africans, you have just $12, $10, $15 range. And that is the exact amount you're going to make. You feel like a pro tester when you're working on this particular site because it will make you do a course. Their onboarding is actually a beast. You will do 10, I think now it's even up to 13 courses. It's free and they will test you. Then you still might wait for weeks before you see your first gig on this site. And if you are outside the US or Europe, you get fewer invites and lower rates. So if you are serious and ready to commit to app testing, the website I would recommend is that you go for Testlio. If you need quick cash, Testlio is not the place for you. Next, let's talk about Userfeel. Userfeel is super fast to start. It doesn't have all these deep bug reports that other app testing sites require of you, but sometimes like they are not really getting people on board. So just talk through your clicks and tell them what you observe. Test payout is about $3 to $10 each, and it takes 10 to 20 minutes for you to do the testing. You know, sign up is actually easier than Testlio, but tests are actually a hit or miss. And if you are not in top paying country, you will be at the lower end of things. You know, this country thing actually affects almost every way to make money online. We know of this in freelancing, maybe on Upwork, on Fiverr. For example, like a US Fiverr account will outperform a Nigerian Fiverr account, all other things being equal. So it also applies even in things like app testing. Do you understand? So if you need money just to get quick Indomie, chin chin, or fuel your car for the next 2 days or so, yeah, this might be a place to look at, but don't count on it to cover high expenses like your rent. Then there is also uTest. You know, uTest is actually good because for those who are actually good at hunting bugs, you can actually get up to $30 to even $100 for a big find, and there is always a test open somewhere on the website. You don't forget that other people are also competing for that test too. Even in Nigeria, you will see maybe like a $20 plus for a solid report of a bug, but it is very competitive, and you know, spots fill up very fast before you apply for a job. Like, you know, that kind of competition we get on Upwork, it also happens on this too. So the learning curve is actually serious, and they pay only twice a month. So if you end, you have to wait for like the next payout period before you can get your money out. Testlio pays weekly, every week. I think is it on Thursdays. So let's talk about Userbrain. Userbrain is actually the easiest $3 you will ever make. You can actually get weekly PayPal payout. You can actually get weekly PayPal payout, but it is $3 per test. It's not a lot. And assume that you get 5 a day. That's only $15. So if you want chicken change, then that might be cool for you. But this won't replace a real side income like Upwork, like freelancing, like maybe your 9-to-5 job, your business. Do you understand? There is also this one. I have not used this one personally before, Testlio. I just found it doing research. It's actually said to be made for beginners. You know, they are daily tests, and you don't have to take long courses that you have to take with Testlio, but most bug pays just about $2 to $10, and clients reject report for the most silly reasons. So it's a good place to practice your app testing skills, but once you are very comfortable with your skill level, you might want to jump to other app testing platform, maybe like uTest for better pay if there are openings. US testers get maybe in the region of $10 to $50 per test, while folks in Nigeria get between maybe like Nigeria, India, Bangladesh, Philippines, Pakistan, and all get in the region of maybe like $3 to $10 for the same work. People in the US have more options, and I think most of these websites, most of these companies are actually domiciled in US. So only dive into things like Testlio if you are in for a long run. All my payments from Payoneer has always been to my PayPal account. I send it to a friend abroad and he sends me naira. That's how I receive the money from Testlio, and it's, like I said, chicken feed. So that will be all for now about app testing. So please drop a comment below if you've tried any of these platforms. You know, whether it works for you, drop it in the comments, and maybe if 10 people attempt it, maybe it will work for 2 people. And it depends on the effort each person puts into it. Do you get? Okay, I think that will be the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.